Hello, I'm Fiona Whitehurst and I'm Associate Dean for Engagement and Place at Newcastle University Business School. I'm delighted to be joined today by Camille Carter, who's Managing Partner at iProspect. We're going to be talking about the significance and relevance of the new courses that Newcastle University Business School are launching around the theme of digital. So, welcome Camille.
Hi Fiona, lovely to be here.
So Camille, can you tell me a little bit about iProspect and your role?
Absolutely. iProspect is a global media and advertising organisation. We have offices across the UK and all over the world, and we look after a huge range of clients, many of which are based right here in the UK. I'm managing partner and I run our Newcastle location right here in the northeast, and I'm responsible for a team that's based out of the region as well, who contribute to the wider objectives of our UK business.
Thank you. So iProspect's obviously a huge global organisation. What is it that's exciting about being based in Newcastle in the northeast of England?
It's brilliant. I mean, I'm born and bred from the northeast, so when I was kind of going through the start of my career, I was thinking, oh goodness me, I'll have to move to Manchester or London where kind of media is really prevalent. But having the opportunity to start something up here in the northeast, knowing that we have so much amazing talent, so many amazing people, so much amazing culture right here in the region, it was a great opportunity for me to really help launch a different part of our business in a different part of the UK, and also give our clients that bit of difference as well, which has been fantastic. So yeah, absolutely love it.
And I think that's an important message for our students, isn't it? You don't have to leave the region after you graduate, but also that you'll get lots of opportunities during your studies to work with businesses like iProspect.
Absolutely. And iProspect is the kind of business where, diversity, culture, people sit at the very heart. So it's really important to us to have that kind of multi-location strategy. Newcastle being one of many. We've also got Leeds, we've got Manchester as well, and Stafford. So as a business, it's really important for us to have that kind of that footprint across the UK, giving us access to people, students, talent of all backgrounds, experiences and ilks that can hopefully one day join our organisation and help us become even better.
Thank you. Now, just in terms of the industry, there have obviously been huge changes in the digital industry, digital marketing. Can you talk to me a little bit about the changes that you've seen over the past few years?
Absolutely. Media is one of the most fast-paced industries I think that exists. If you remember just a few short years ago when we were just getting kind of exposed to the internet, when you think where we are now, social media has obviously transformed that significantly. We're continuing to see new platforms like TikTok really come to the fore. But similarly, from a digital marketing point of view, even more traditional media practices like TV and AV, for example, have developed so significantly. From an advertising point of view, we're now able to kind of track not just linear TV in a traditional sense, but also broadcast VOD, we call it as well. So kind of your pre-rolls to your online streaming services. Everything has changed, but I guess the most significant and most recent change that we see is going to impact the industry most in the next few years is the development of AI technology. So generative AI in particular is transforming our industry in terms of speed of creative productivity, speed in which we can operate across global markets with our clients and change up kind of strategies and plans. At the moment, it's obviously quite a scary and quite big topic, one that I could definitely sit here and talk about all day. But there's definitely now, we're starting to see more and more applications of that kind of technology across media, and we're really excited to see what the future holds. And we firmly believe that AI is something that as an industry we need to embrace,
Yep.
Provided that it has the right regulatory and ethical considerations surrounding it as well.
Yeah, I think AI is a big issue
Yes.
for all of us
Not just for
in
media.
education as well, and we're taking the responsibility to educate our students
Absolutely.
in the ethical use and the potential of AI.
Absolutely.
So,
I mean, I was here just a few weeks ago sort of presenting our sort of future trends in generative AI to the MBA students at Newcastle University Business School. So that was a fantastic experience as well, and sort of giving the students that perspective from a business as well, which has been great.
So you're obviously really passionate about the digital marketing industry. Why do you think our graduates should be as excited?
Because it's just ever changing. It never sits still. Media, marketing and digital is an area of business that is just, it's so exciting, so riveting. There's things happening all of the time. But one of the things that I really love about it, and I think that students would love about it as well, is its applications to our day-to-day lives. Yeah. We are exposed to, I think it's something, a terrifying stat, something like 5,000 marketing messages a day, even subliminally. And, you know, to be part of that and to be part of influencing consumers, influencing the way that people go about their business in the world through the different mediums that are available in media, I think is really exciting. And to understand kind of the inner workings of, you know, Meta, Instagram, TikTok, I think that's fascinating, particularly for young people who've got a passion and an interest in the industry.
So you talk about them needing a passion and an interest in the industry.
Yes.
What knowledge, skills and attributes are you looking for in your recruits?
Okay, so it's really interesting because whenever I'm recruiting within our business, I'm trying to build up a team of people that have completely different interests and knowledge, because I personally believe that kind of a diversification of the workforce is the absolutely, you know, the most important thing when it comes to having a great team, and the benefits that brings to a team with people that have, you know, a different understanding of cultural impact, a different understanding of whether that's gender or business or whatever that might be, I think is absolutely incredibly important. From a skills point of view, we need people that are hungry to learn, you know, which is why students are great, because they've obviously already committed to that kind of academic approach. We can never stop learning in our careers. We don't sit still. We're constantly, every single person within my organisation at the moment is doing some sort of course or qualification to increase their knowledge and to better their thinking around media, because not only do we have to understand the practice that we're operating and the industry that we're operating within, we also have to be that force for change as well. Yeah. Because we're such a large organisation, a lot of the industry is looking to us to talk about what the next big thing is, and we need great thinkers who can join our organisation and who can help be part of that future change.
That's great, and hopefully we're sort of imbuing our students with that lifelong learning, passion for learning, and also equipping them with those skills of working in diverse teams, because we have an incredibly diverse student body, which you've experienced.
I have.
In coming in to talk to them and other things. So actually that brings me on to the next question. You've worked with us for quite a few years.
Yes.
What do you enjoy about working with us?
Wow. I mean, first of all, Newcastle University Business School is such an amazing organisation, and I'm really proud to be able to come in and to share my experiences with the students. One of the things that keeps me sort of coming back, I guess, is just how amazing and how incredible sort of people are that work within the business school. The difference in the way that the kind of education is approached compared to even, you know, a few short years ago when I was in education. Just that focus on actually preparing people for what's happening in the real world, you know, not just a pure focus on academia, but a real world applications of that in business as well. I've met some incredible people, I've connected to a lot of the students already on things like LinkedIn, and that hunger that I was talking about earlier is just so prevalent across the student body here. It makes me feel really excited about the future of the North East and the future of the people in the North East for our industry.
And it's so important to us having people like you come in, because you do bring in that cutting edge of business practice to supplement the academic part of the curriculum, but that sort of being able to apply theory into business is so important, and we just need to give our students opportunities to do that, and we couldn't do that.
And I'm learning a lot
you.
as well through that whole process. I mean, the questions that are being asked and the challenges that are being put to me, I've done some panels here, I've done some guest lectures, I've done lots and lots of different things, and the engagement and the questions that are put to me make me question my perspectives on things as well, which I really enjoy. As I say, we don't sit still, you know, I'm going to keep saying it, but it's great to hear the perspectives of that kind of, that group of people that are going to be, you know, the next generation of people that, even if they're not within our industry, are going to be, you know, exposed to our industry in some regard. So being challenged on things like sustainability, like ethical business practice, like the future of newspaper advertising, for example, it's really nice to hear that from this generation of people as well.
I absolutely agree, because I always feel that, and I always say to my students, I learn as much from them as they do from me. I don't think they quite believe that, but I do, because again, you're working with such different students from different countries and so on, and different cultures, and being able to understand that diversity, but also enable them to learn about how much we've got to offer in Newcastle and the North East is amazing. So I think we've covered everything. Is there anything else you want to add?
Just that I'm really, really glad to continue to be part of Newcastle University Business School in whatever regard. And as I say, I've really enjoyed spending time with the students, both kind of in a formal setting, and also had a few CVs through already, which has been great as well. Not just, you know, for my business, but we're setting a trend here in Newcastle at the moment. We were the first network agency to open up an office in the North East. We have been followed by one of our competitors now. I've been with iProspect 8 years, so it's taken them a little while, but they're finally trying to catch up. So we do see the media and advertising, digital marketing industry growing significantly in the region. It has been doing for many years. There's been a lot of independent businesses that have popped up, but now we're really starting to see the big network players step up and recognise Newcastle in the North East for the fantastic city that it is.
So that sounds like it's a really good time for us to be launching these new courses in. Now, let me get this right in. We've got so many new courses coming on stream, and as well as our wonderful portfolio of existing courses, but we're launching new programmes in digital marketing, digital business with an e-commerce stream, and business analytics. So it sounds like that's a perfect time for students to apply to these courses, because there's so much demand for the knowledge and skills that those courses will enable them to gain.
Absolutely is. And one of the things that I've been telling my bosses for a number of years now is just how exciting the talent pool is in the region, and to hear that more courses such as the ones that you mentioned are being introduced to help guide individuals towards these sorts of careers and give them the right skills and the right abilities when they enter that workforce is just invaluable. And yeah, a huge advocate of what you guys are doing here, and I'm very excited to see sort of the next generation of marketeers come through my doors after they finish their courses. So yeah, wonderful.
So for us, having organisations like iProspect in the region is absolutely amazing, because we know that Newcastle's a great place to study and to live, but having the ability to give our students that engagement with local businesses while they study, and also the potential for them to work with businesses like yours, is amazing. So we're really, really pleased, and I think it works for you as well, doesn't it?
Absolutely. I mean, the quality of the talent that comes out of Newcastle University Business School is just, it's so exciting for our industry, and I'm really proud to work for an organisation that really values that diversification of people as well. So, and allows us to bring in, you know, graduates from the business school into our organisation to really further that future talent. The other thing that I think is hugely beneficial to being part of or being involved with the business school is just how exciting it is sort of meeting these people that have different perspectives. You could be the next, you know, future changers within our organisation, and that's what we're always looking for. And there's such a great group of people here. I feel really privileged to be able to connect our business in that way to the business school.
And I feel really privileged that we have those student cohorts, because they they are. They're amazing. They're diverse. We learn from them as well as them learning from us, which is, as you've said, and as we always say, it's lifelong learning is so important.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I've learned a lot from the students that I've met so far, you know, particularly when, as I say, they challenge your perceptions on things.
Well, thank you for your time, Camille. We really, really appreciate everything you do for us, and long may that continue.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.